She's the lady of the house, a blind believer in all I dare to be. There's no safer place I've found than the shoulder of her white nightgown. Oh, I've got the best and the worst of her in me, and I'd share her if I could, so the wars would all be over, 'cause she'd raise us all as friends, and no one would ever wonder if somebody wanted them. We'd walk on grass that's greener, and our cares would all be freer if the world had a mother like mine. She's our Father's one great love. She's the one He wanted most. She's the light in the window of the house I grew up in. She takes the midnight call. She's the bravest of us all. Still she sings in the garden. She lets her hair down in. Oh, the wars would all be over, 'cause she'd raise us all as friends, and no one would ever wonder if somebody wanted them. Tonight would be easier, and our dreams would all be deeper if the world had a mother like mine. Don't go away, don't go away from me. Oh, I understand she is a helping hand, still I have to say she's a sky that holds the clouds. She's the lady of our house. We all need her, but no one more than me. Oh, the wars would all be over, 'cause she'd raise us all as friends, and no one would ever wonder if somebody wanted them. We'd walk on grass that's greener, and the dishes would all be cleaner if the world had a mother like mine. Ooh, like mine. Hey, hey, hey.
Jesus Christ really loves me. True parents really love me. I feel like I don't deserve this love. Jesus really loves me. True parents really love me. I feel like I don't deserve this love. Oh yeah, true parents love me. They love me in, out, everywhere. And yeah, they gave me freedom freedom that comes all my days. I pray to God that I will not fail them. I'll be the needle one woman's looking for. True parents' love to us is infinity. Jump on him, you're our God in the flesh, and that's true. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love. Jesus and true parents there. Love is so great, and I know I deserve it, so they keep on giving, and they keep on giving more. Jesus and true parents there. Love is so great, and I know I deserve it, so they keep on giving more. Love, I'm free now, I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. Oh, champu monim, dashine sarange kamsamida. Meidan shinu jainyoro, sukepsumida. Champu monim, dashine sarange kamsamida. Meidan shinu jainyoro, sukepsumida. Oh yeah, true parents love me, they love me in and out everywhere. And yeah, they give me freedom, freedom that comes all my days. I pray to God that I will not fail them. I'll be the needle one woman's looking for. True parents' love to us is infinity. Jump on him, you're our God in the flesh, and that's true. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love, I'm free now. I'm free now, yeah, I'm free now. For true parents' love.
Bonsoir à tous, bonsoir à toute l'Afrique connectée ce soir pour cette assemblée de la jeunesse. Je m'appelle Godwin Amagbeyon, ce sera la première fois de vous conduire au travers d'une cérémonie comme celle-là. J'espère que vous allez pouvoir profiter et apprécier ma présence. Donc tous ensemble, nous allons essayer de nous connecter un peu plus au cœur de la vraie mer ce soir et atteindre les objectifs de Africa Pure Water Wave. Donc je souhaite une fois de plus à tous les centres ici connectés la bienvenue pour ceux qui parlent anglais, pour ceux qui parlent français et pour tous ceux qui parlent portugais. Donc voilà, nous sommes tous connectés aujourd'hui au travers de ce Zoom comme une seule famille. Donc bienvenue à tous. Donc sans plus tarder, avec l'aide de la technique, je vais vous présenter le programme qui sera le nôtre ce soir et afin que vous puissiez savoir un peu les étapes à lesquelles nous allons passer afin de pouvoir tenir cette magnifique session de Africa Youth Education. Donc, dans un premier temps, nous allons nous tenir debout pour saluer les parents célestes et les vrais parents. Après, nous allons avoir la prière d'ouverture du secrétaire général de YSP, Young Min Siasia. Puis après, nous allons avoir le message d'ouverture de notre très cher président régional, le révérend Jean-Pierre Kadima. La technique va ensuite nous aider en passant une musique qui va servir d'interlude. Et nous allons inviter par la suite notre très cher envoyé spécial, Godson Ogourié, pour nous faire une mise à jour sur l'avancement du projet Africa Pure Water Wave. Ensuite, la technique va nous jouer une vidéo qui fera office de Undoke. Et après ce Undoke, qui sera certainement quelque chose de très profond, ce sera pour le moment, pour la technique, l'opportunité de nous jouer une musique qui va encore servir d'interlude. Après cela, nous aurons une séance de questions-réponses avec notre très chère grande sœur, vice-présidente régionale de la Fédération des familles pour la paix mondiale et l'unification, Madame Mika Kamara Amalaman. Après cela, nous allons cordialement inviter M. Pascal Meloncourt et M. Godson Oguri pour des annonces très importantes. Et nous allons avoir, pour pouvoir entamer la conclusion de cette assemblée-là, le message de clôture de notre très cher président régional, le révérend Jean-Pierre Kadima. Nous allons conclure ensemble en priant à l'unisson, puis offrir enfin une révérence aux parents célestes et aux vrais parents, sans oublier bien sûr la photo de famille afin de pouvoir mémoriser tout cela, garder cet événement dans les mémoires. Donc sans plus tarder, nous allons tous nous mettre dans des positions adéquates afin de pouvoir offrir à Dieu et aux vrais parents une révérence. 하늘 부모님과 전신천 부모님께 경배, 바로. Merci beaucoup. Donc, à présent, je vais inviter cordialement le secrétaire général OSP sous-région centrale, Young Min Siasia, pour la prière d'ouverture.
Merci beaucoup, MC, de m'avoir accordé la parole. Bonsoir au président régional, bonsoir à la vice-présidente régionale, bonsoir à tous les jeunes ici réunis. Joignez-vous à moi pour la prière d'ouverture. Prions. Parents célestes, victorieux, vrai parents du ciel et de toute l'humanité, c'est avec un cœur rempli de gratitude et de reconnaissance que nous prions afin de nous permettre avec ce gratitude que nous voulons.
OK, apparemment, le secrétaire général de YSP Région Sous-Centrale a un petit problème technique. Je vais prendre le relais en offrant la prière d'ouverture. Joignez-vous à moi dans la prière. Bonsoir, parents célestes. Une fois de plus, tu as permis à tes enfants de pouvoir se retrouver. Tu as eu coutume de dire dans la Bible que partout où il y a deux personnes, partout nous sommes deux, tu es au milieu de nous. Parents célestes, aujourd'hui, nous sommes beaucoup plus nombreux. L'objectif de cette rencontre, c'est d'évoquer ta présence, afin que tu puisses nous permettre d'éclaircir, d'éclairer nos différentes visions, nos objectifs, et de les accorder réellement avec les ambitions de Holy Mother Han. Parents internet de bonté, ce projet de Africa Pure Water Wave qui a été entamé, Parents internet de bonté se poursuit. Et nous sommes là pour pouvoir avoir connaissance de l'avancement de ce projet et réellement nous redéterminer afin de pouvoir atteindre des résultats fulgurants et tous nous sentir propriétaires de cela en tant que membres jeunes de la Sainte Communauté du Parent Céleste. Je tiens ainsi à mettre cette rencontre-là entre tes mains. Inspire chacun des intervenants ici présents afin que, parents éternels de bonté, ce soit ton amour vrai qui soit diffusé et que, Père Célestement, nous puissions tous être de l'eau pure ce soir. Je rapporte cette prière cordialement en mon nom, Sonju Godwin Amangbeyon, seconde génération d'une famille bénie centrale qui sert notre Sainte Mère Anne. Adieu. Merci beaucoup. Donc, dû à certaines circonstances, notre très cher papa ne pourra pas être avec nous, notre très cher papa, le président régional. Donc, je vais très respectueusement inviter notre très chère grande sœur, la vice-présidente, pour nous offrir les mots d'ouverture, le message d'ouverture qui va entamer cette convocation de la jeunesse sous de chaudes ovations.
Okay, greetings. Thank you to our MC for giving me the floor. Greetings to all of our dear leaders who are present and also to all my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the third youth convocation that we are holding this month of March, and it is the last convocation before the events. But I don't believe the last convocation of this year, because we'll be returning from the events and also continuing, as I believe it's a chance for us to come each month to also share updates on the youth activities, and especially as we're in the Africa Pure Water Wave movement towards our offering towards our Chonwangung and Chonung Sanctum. So yes, I welcome you all. As normally our Papa Kadima was supposed to be in this position. Unfortunately, he's been very busy. He's actually doing the last rounds of the matching, and therefore has been quite busy in the last 2 weeks, actually. So I hope you can also understand. He's definitely supportive of what we are doing, and together we really hope we can attend to our Heavenly Parent and true parents in this very important moment. So this convocation is also a chance for us to come together, recap also on what we did last month, especially the Chonogok Youth Assembly, where we were able to listen to the Champumurong. So you had a lot of questions that time. So we'll be going through those questions together in this session, as well as give updates on what is happening and our preparations towards the Chonil Sanctum. So thank you so much. This is what I can give as an opening and welcoming you all. Let's be attentive. I can see still people are joining. Let's try and bring everyone to continue to join so that we can all be together in this moment. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, très chère grande sœur. Nous recevons ces remarques sous de chaudes ovations. Merci beaucoup. Donc, nous comprenons très bien que notre papa est de cœur avec nous. Donc, sans plus tarder, nous allons poursuivre avec l'aide de la technique. La technique va nous aider à partager une vidéo, une musique qui va nous servir d'interlude.
Everybody rise up and praise the Lord! Are you ready? Yeah! 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go!
She is the only begotten daughter, mother of peace and humanity. C'est la fille unique de Dieu, mère de la paix et l'humanité. She is the only begotten daughter, mother of peace and humanity. C'est la fille unique de Dieu, mère de la paix et l'humanité.
Mother, I pledge to be the one who will release your pain and give you joy. One, two, three, let's go! C'est la fille unique de Dieu. Quand on cherche par le parent céleste, il a préparé le chemin pendant 6000 ans.
la fille,
unique de Dieu,
la mère de l'humanité.
et l'humanité. Oh mon île, Achahan, mère de la paix, ton rêve d'amour jamais ne s'efface. Au-delà des frontières, des races et des murs, elle a vu un monde d'amour pur et de joie. Son rêve d'amour jamais ne s'efface pour chacun, pour chacun.
Oui, elle donne tout son amour. Let us now rise and sing together. Let the world know who she is, because she has given her all for God and humanity. The mother of peace and the only begotten daughter. Let's put our voices together and sing. She saved the world.
She saved the world.
One more time, she saved the world.
She saved the world.
She deserves our praise. She saved the world.
She saved the world.
Rise your voice to the sky and sing.
She saved the world.
She saved the world. Yes, she saved the world. Mother, I pledge to be the one who will release your pain and give you joy. Oh, my.
Waouh, 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 quelle magnifique chanson. Merci beaucoup à la technique d'avoir partagé ce magnifique son avec nous. Cela nous regalvanise encore plus, ça nous donne beaucoup d'énergie. J'aimerais inviter toutes les personnes qui sont connectées dans ce Zoom à bien vouloir ouvrir leur caméra pour mieux participer afin que nous puissions nous voir, nous puissions savoir qui sont nos frères, que vous puissiez vous connaître les uns les autres. C'est toujours bien, c'est toujours intéressant. Donc, ouvrons tous nos caméras. Merci beaucoup. Donc, sans plus tarder, je vais très respectueusement inviter l'envoyé spécial, notre très cher grand frère Godson Ogourier, pour nous faire un point, une mise à jour de l'avancée de Africa Pure Waterway sous de chaudes ovations.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, MC. Thank you for the invitation. Good afternoon, good evening to our regional vice presidents. Good evening to all providential leaders gathered here, brothers and sisters. You are all welcome to this final youth convocation, at least for this period. And I hope I'm audible, first of all. Let's confirm that maybe if I'm audible, if you can hear me, you can maybe wave, make a signal so that I can know. All right, thank you. I'm audible. Yes, so we have come thus far. We have come all the way up until this point. And now we need to, we're actually almost towards the finish line when it comes to our preparation for the entrance ceremony into the Channel Sanctum together with our beloved True Mother. So just for us to know how far or to what extent we've been able to cover, I will share my screen and I will just make as much as possible a short presentation so that we can know what we've been able to achieve so far. So I'm sharing my screen at the moment. Okay. Just give me a second, please. Okay, so I want to believe that the screen is visible and we can all see it. So let me make it bigger for us to see. Okay, so yeah, this is Africa Pure Water Wave. This is an update basically. And yeah, in terms of the Africa Pure Water Wave mobilization, especially as we know that Africa Pure Water Wave basically is an initiative to help, you know, our youth of the African continent to really be able to understand their identity and how they are related to true parents and how we have the role of being children who desire to really help our true parents really fulfill the dream of heavenly parents' dream and true parents' dream. And also for us to realize for ourselves that true parents' dream is also our own dream as well. And so as you see on our screen, you can see that there are basically 5 areas to which we have been carrying out mobilization in terms of um, in terms of mobilizing everyone to be a part of this initiative. The Chongqing prayer vigils, Champomore on education, blessing mobilization, fundraising, donation, and the youth convocation. As you are aware, we are already in the 3rd youth convocation. And at least for this period, this is the final one. So these are the different arms or the different levels to which we have been engaging each other to be a part of this movement to prepare ourselves for the entrance ceremony into the Chonwon Chanyo Sanctum. Excuse me. Okay, so basically, when we started this Africa Pure Water Wave, we tried to mobilize, to do like a general mobilization. And we wanted to have people to really come to understand what Africa Pure Water Wave is about and to at least take the initiative of saying, I would like to be part of such initiative to contribute my talent, contribute my presence, contribute, you know, whatever it is I can contribute to be part of this Africa Pure Water Wave movement. And we have been growing ever since we started. And at least we can say for now that those who have been active in terms of committing to Africa Pure Water Wave are 347 members in total. Of course, it could increase. Of course, it could be more than this. But and I do feel it's actually even more because, for example, even in the last youth assembly that we had a whole lot of people that is way more than 347 youth. So definitely, in reality, we do have a number that is more than 347 youth. But at least on paper, based on the signing up Google form that we provided some time ago, we have 347 youth who declared that they are committed to being part of Africa Pure Water Wave. Next is blessing mobilization. As you know, this blessing that is being held in the month of April, precisely on the 12th of April, is a very, very special blessing because it is tied to the big event, which is the entrance ceremony of the Chonwon and the Chanyo Sanctum. And indeed, as we know already, the entrance ceremony into the Chonwon Chanyo Sanctum is the time where we are substantially welcoming Heavenly Parent into his and her substantial home, basically. So that is why this blessing ceremony that is being conducted or that will be conducted during the month of April is a very, very special blessing ceremony that in fact our True Mother really pushed and encouraged to have a lot of participation from our youth, whether it's first gen youth, whether it's second gen youth, or even third gen youth. So at the moment right now, all the profiles that we have, those who have at least signed up or said that I would like to be considered, to be part of this blessing are 1,587. And the breakdown, of course, as you can see, is on your screen. Total number of applicants at the moment is 767 applicants. Candidates at the moment, we have 820 candidates. So as you can see, the candidates have increased. And then those who are matched or who have been matched are 736. And of course, we don't have anybody blessed yet because the blessing is still to come. That is in the month of April, on the 12th day of April. So you can see that compared to last week, the number has increased. Last week, we had a total number of 742 candidates, and this week we have 830 candidates. For those who were matched, we have 714 candidates matched last week. This week we have 736 who have been matched. So you can see that there is a growth. It doesn't mean we should stop there. Our goal actually is 1,800 couples. And so we are still quite far away, but we still have time to work harder. We still have time to push for better results. Okay, now the next aspect of our offering, especially to our true parents during this period, is also to have 210 of our youth be a part of the events in Korea and to see and meet True Mother in person. We want to offer ourselves substantially, bring ourselves in front of True Mother to substantially tell Mother that, Mother, we are here for you. We are here to respond to whatever it is that you tell us to do. And so that's why we've been really working hard to see how we can get 210 youth to go to Korea. And so, like we already know, 60% of the airfare to go to Korea is being sponsored on the level of Africa headquarters, meaning that Africa headquarters is fundraising to raise 60% for all 210. However, the remaining 40% of those who have been under 210 youth are being fundraised by the youth themselves. So as you can see on the screen, those who are fundraising are in the countries that you can see on the screen. And at the moment, we have a total of $12,999 fundraised by these 12 nations and 210 youth. So basically $1,902 have been added to what we had last week to give us the amount that we have this week. So there is some growth. And our 210 youth are not stopping. They're working hard every day. They're shedding a lot of sweat, tears, and blood to raise the funds that they need to be able to contribute their 40% to be able to substantially go to Korea and meet True Mother in person. So let's continue to support them. Let's continue to pray for them. They are still far away from their goal, I must say. So they need all the support that they can get. If for those of us who may not necessarily be part of the 210, let's also see how we can assist them. Let's also see how we can help them. Let's also see how we can encourage and motivate the 210 to get to their goal. And also, we are aware that the Chonuguk Regional Youth Assembly, we held that in the month of February. And while we held the Chonuguk Youth Assembly, it was actually a very successful event. We didn't imagine that we would have that amount of success, as everything was quite short notice, if I may say. So definitely, we really want to appreciate our Heavenly Parents and True Parents, and to also appreciate all of you who made out time out of your busy schedules to be a part of the Chonuguk Regional Youth Assembly, where we gave a lot of content majorly centered around Champumorong. And this basically was the result, or is the result. Originally, what we planned for, what we aimed for, basically, was we hoped that the total number of participants would be around maybe 1,283 participants. But then, based on the registration that we made, we had a total number of 1,779 participants, basically. And in terms of center participation, we budgeted or we planned to have maybe a total number of 41 centers registered to host their members for the Youth Assembly. However, we had a total number of 120 centers who registered and hosted people to be a part of the Chonyogo Youth Assembly. So indeed, we could say that thanks to Heavenly Parents and True Parents, we were able to achieve such goal. And of course, we appreciate all those who worked hard to make the assembly a successful one in their various centers and in their various homes. Of course, we can do better. We will have other opportunities to host similar assemblies like what we had before, and we can definitely do better. But of course, we need to appreciate Heavenly Parents and True Parents and also appreciate each other for whatever good work that we did. Okay, this basically is a video to the recap video that probably we must have seen at some point. It was also shared on our social media platform. Before I play it, I may need to share my sound. Let me stop the sharing and then, okay, no, my sound is being shared, so I can go ahead and play the video. So this is a recap video of the Youth Assembly.
From the 21st to the 23rd of February 2025, a historic gathering took place, uniting hearts and minds across Africa. The Africa Pure Wave Regional Chonyogo Youth Assembly brought together participants from the East, West, South, North, and Central sub-regions for 3 unforgettable days of faith, fellowship, and inspiration. Let's take a look back at this incredible journey. The journey began on Friday as participants arrived with excitement and anticipation. The atmosphere was filled with warmth and unity as old friends reunited and new connections were made. The opening ceremony was graced by the presence of distinguished leaders, including the World Mission Headquarters Youth Department representatives, who added their support and encouragement to the event. Orientation sessions and icebreaker games brought everyone closer, with laughter and joy filling the air as participants bonded over shared experience and dreams. As the day transitioned into evening, the Chonchimon lecture, delivered by the president of HJ Chombo West Africa branch, provided a moment of deep reflection and spiritual renewal. Hearts were stirred and prayers were lifted for the future of Africa and the world, creating a powerful sense of connection among all participants. Saturday began with Hundoke, a time for personal reflection and spiritual preparation. The day was dedicated to growth and learning, with powerful Champumoron lectures delivered by the Heavenly Top Gun First Batch missionaries. These inspiring sessions challenged and uplifted everyone in attendance. The final lecture, given by the regional vice president, left a lasting impact, deepening the participants' understanding and commitment to the vision of Chonyogo. Through group discussions and sharing sessions, participants exchanged insights and strengthened their bond, fostering a spirit of learning and unity. As the day drew to a close, participants wrote heartfelt resolution letters to True Mother, expressing their commitment and dreams. The evening culminated with a moving Shimjang prayer service, where hearts were united in gratitude and hope, creating a profound sense of togetherness. Sunday morning brought a vibrant youth worship service filled with energy and devotion. The young leaders of Africa shone brightly, offering their talents and hearts in service. Certificates were distributed, recognizing the dedication and efforts of everyone present. Throughout the assembly, we were honored by the presence of many distinguished leaders, including the Chonyogo co-chairs, the International IOSP president, and the regional president. Their guidance and support added immense value to the event, inspiring all participants to strive for greater heights. These 3 days were more than just an event. They were a celebration of faith, family, and the future. From laughter to tears, prayers to promises, every moment was a testament to the power of unity and love. Together, we are building a brighter future for Africa and the world.
That was the recap video that we was prepared basically to remind us about the Youth Assembly. I'm sure some of us who were there, I want to believe that you would have seen yourself somewhere doing one particular thing. So it was a trip down memory lane, I'm sure, for all of us. And I believe good memories. So this is basically a wrap of my updates. Before I conclude, I just want to advertise something. We are preparing for something big. We know that what we're preparing for is the Chonwon Chonyo Sanctum entrance ceremony. And we have social media platforms that are that content related to the Chonwon and Chonyo Sanctum are being shared on social media. Anything related to the Channel Sanctum, if you any updates we need to know, any form of advertisement that is needed, you can find it there on the YouTube page. There is an Instagram page for the Channel Sanctum. There is a Facebook page also for that. So we can go on Facebook, we can go on Instagram, we can go on YouTube, and we can be able to find follow these social media platforms and get to know current information with regards to the Channel Sanctum. Within the course of this program, please be on the lookout in the chat. We will be sharing some of the links to these platforms so that you can follow and be updated, stay updated with regards to what is going on in the providence with relation to the Channel Sanctum entrance ceremony. So, dear family, dear brothers and sisters, thank you so much for paying attention. It's not over until it's over. We're still working hard towards achieving the goals that we have put and offered in front of Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Thank you for listening, and we hope that we can all have a good time here at this convocation. Have a wonderful evening, and we're going to see you soon. Thank you. MC, you are muted.
Merci beaucoup. Désolé, je n'arrivais pas à ouvrir mon micro. Donc, recevons ce partage de chaudes ovations. Merci beaucoup à notre très cher envoyé spécial. Voilà, c'est un partage vraiment important. Cela nous permet de pouvoir savoir à quel niveau nous en sommes. Ça nous donne l'énergie pour pouvoir mieux nous redéterminer. Donc, ensemble, nous puissions joindre nos mains pour pouvoir atteindre les objectifs de Africa Pure Water Wave et faire une réelle offrande à nos très chers frères parents. Donc, à présent, c'est le moment du Undoke. Donc, la technique va nous aider à partager le Undoke. Veuillez patienter un instant. Tout à l'heure, nous allons partager, nous allons tous ensemble partager le Undoke.
어머님, 아버님 성화 이후에 이 섭리를 이끌어 오시느라고 고생 많으셨습니다. 어머님께서는 외로이 얼마나 고난한 길을 걸어 나오셨는지를 상상도 하지 못하지만 섭리를 위하여 지금까지 나아오신 것에 대하여 진심으로 감사드립니다. 아버님 성화 이후에는 저희 교회는 내적으로 굉장히 많이 힘들었습니다. 그러나 저는 그때 당시에 불안한 마음이나 걱정하는 마음은 가슴에 하나도 없었습니다. 왜냐하면 어머님께서는 힘든 기색을 하나도 안 내셨기 때문입니다. 저는 그래서 그때 당시에는 저희 교회가 위태롭다는 사실을 전혀 모르고 있었습니다. 하지만 어머님께서 참 아버님께 드리는 서신을 듣고 난 후에는 어머님의 그러한 모습은 저희 식구들, 저희 통일가를 안심시키기 위함이었다는 사실을 알게 되었습니다. 어머님의 친자식들이 어머님을 배반하고 믿고 따라야 하는 공직자들도 불신하고 세상 여론도 통일교회를 이제 끝났다고 했을 때 어머님의 심정은 어땠을까요?
몰아치는 사막에서 눈을 풀 수 없는 그런 상황에서 작은 바늘 하나를 찾아야 하는 그런 심정. 그렇게 표현한 건 너희들 들었지? 하나가 누굴까? 독생이여 참 어머니와 하나 될 수 있는 자녀야.
도저히 저는 상상이 가지도 않습니다. 눈물도 흘리지 못할 정도로 송구스러운 마음이 들었고 자괴감밖에 들지 않았습니다. 그때부터 저는 처음으로 진심으로 원하는 꿈을 갖게 되었습니다. 그것은 바로 어머님께서 살아생전에 이 섭리를 다 완결짓고 어머님께서 안식하실 수 있는 환경을 조성하는 것입니다. 지금까지 고생하신 어머님이 마음 놓고 쉬셨으면 하는 바람이 강하기 때문입니다. 비록 지금까지 어머님께서 헤쳐나오신 고난들을 저희가 없앨 수는 없지만 앞으로 어머님께서 나아가실 길을 조금이라도 더 편하게 해드리고 싶은 마음이 크기 때문입니다. 저는 꿈이 있습니다. 이 섭리가 마무리되어서 어머님께서 편히 쉬실 수 있으시면 좋겠습니다. 현실적으로 이것을 이루는 것은 어렵다는 사실을 알지만 하루하루를 살아나가기로 결심하였습니다. 어머님께 도움이 될 수 있는 효손으로 성장할 수 있도록 저희 최선을 다하겠습니다. 어머님 사랑합니다.
Recevons son dossier sous de chaudes ovations. Ce fut un partage très profond et très émouvant qui nous rappelle que la vraie mère souffre beaucoup et que nous devons réellement prendre responsabilité. C'était le dernier mot de son message en début de cette année. Donc, nous devons tous prendre responsabilité. Merci beaucoup énormément pour ce partage, pour ce Ndoké. À présent, je vais demander l'aide de la technique pour pouvoir nous partager une vidéo qui va nous servir d'interlude. Et voilà. Donc, recevons cette vidéo, mettons-nous dans les conditions intérieures pour réellement profiter de ce champ-là et nous galvaniser de l'intérieur. Maintenant que le son soit joué, veuillez vous mettre dans les conditions intérieures adéquates. Et voilà, pensez à la vraie mère, pensez aux vrais parents et à tous leurs efforts. Et que cette chanson puisse réellement toucher le cœur de tout un chacun.
for unity. Even our dreams are for unity. We'll give our lives for unity. Come along, unity.
Yeah. In the purpose of creation, divine plans and thoughts to build the kingdom of God here on earthly modes. In the silence of the night, unity takes flight, hearts intertwined, embracing the light that shines so bright. The journey that we long await is now standing tall, breaking every wall. And I want you to know, your mother is searching for a needle, she's knocking at your door. I hope that you know, peace prevailing out from the east, uniting one and all. That's love's sweet goal. Let's unite one in heart with the only God and daughter, the solution to all problems. That is why we call a doctor. One hand hook, one beating heart. Together forever and never apart. Yeah, and never apart.
Hanguk is in my heart.
Yeah,
I love Korea.
yeah.
My dream and desire is to see a one unified Korea. With your parents in our lives.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can have the unity. My dream and desire is to see a one unified Korea.
your mother already tried her
Best
best.
dreaming about a one unified good world. All that she desires to see this world becoming one family under God. What should we all do now?
Yeah, we gotta help mother unify this world. Africa's a breast, indeed. I'm living with the one on my here on earth. Mother building the kingdom of heaven and earth, and together we should build it with her. Pick up the tools and we will not quit till build thy journey to here on earth. Let's unite with true mother, God's only begotten daughter. Let's unite with true mother, God's only begotten daughter.
Wow, merci. Recevons cette belle chanson sous de chaudes ovations. C'est une très magnifique chanson, pleine d'énergie. Merci beaucoup. À présent, nous arrivons à une partie qui est très importante et c'est la session des questions-réponses. Donc, c'est une opportunité de pouvoir communiquer, de pouvoir avoir des éclaircissements. Je vais inviter notre très chère grande sœur, la vice-présidente Mika Amalaman, parce qu'elle va diriger cette session de questions-réponses. Sous de chaudes ovations, veuillez la recevoir.
We thank you. Merci beaucoup, Sanju. And thank you also for what has been presented before, the beautiful music. Yeah, actually, I feel we have a lot of talent in our region, right? And it's really something we need to start showing the world, centering on our Chonyogu culture. So really, thank you so much, and also for all the updates that were already presented. Yes, so I'll be sharing related to the Q&A session that we said that we would hold related to the Chonyogook Youth Assembly. Normally also our lecturers, Heavenly Top Gun lecturers, were going to be with us to give their answer to their questions, to the questions that were raised about their lectures that they presented. However, they are currently on the plane going back to Korea. They've been called by their Heavenly UPA and Heavenly Top Gun program to return back during this period as they're preparing for the entrance ceremony. So they're going to be supporting the different preparations that are needed. So they were quite disappointed since we changed the date. Initially, we were planning to do it last week, but we put it for this week. So they were a bit disappointed, but they made a list answering the questions that you posed. They answered each one, And it is that I'll be also reading, so that at least they can feel like they also were able to contribute to this Q&A session. And then I'll be ending with also my comment related to also our understanding of Champomorron and what we need to do to further understand. Because I don't think one session of Champomorron, as we did over the course of the Chonoguk Assembly in one day, is enough. We need much more than what we did, but at least it's a start, and it's a chance for us to get an idea, get an understanding, get a picture, right? And definitely from what I saw through your reflections, there was a lot of deeper understanding, to some extent also, of who is True Mother and True Mother's role. So this was something I feel, and also this era, what is the importance of this era as we are moving into this new era? So, of course, there were also questions, though, right? Because to really understand, there's a need also to have our questions answered, and be able to discuss together in a kind of a environment for which we want to grow, right? Not just questions to contradict, but questions to grow. This is needed. We need to continue asking questions so that we can keep growing, keep learning, keep developing, and become truly able to deepen our relationship with Heavenly Parent and True Parents. So I'll be sharing my screen in order to present the questions and also the answers to those questions. As I said, the first part will be related to what the Heavenly Top Gun missionaries gave, the 3 lecturers that gave our lecture. They answered based on their lecture the questions that were asked. The reason why also I want to share their answers is because actually their position as Heavenly Top Gun, but not only Heavenly Top Gun, they were UPA. They're the UPA first group. So the UPA first group are of Sun Moon UPA. So the graduate, not it's the undergrad, so the university level. They were the first group, together with the True Children, Shinchulnim and Shinungnim. They are part of the first group. So actually this group really, part of their education was Champomorron. So their lecturers, many lecturers were related to Champomorron. So in a recent message by True Mother actually said to the world that the UPA Heavenly Top Gun missionaries should teach Champomorron in their different locations. So it was with that energy or that proclamation from our True Mother that these 4 young youth missionaries decided to focus their attention on giving Champomorron lectures by preparing the lectures based on their understanding, based on what they learned, and then conveying it. So I really do applaud them for that. I mean, I really feel they did a very good job. But as I said, this Champomorron, it's still developing, right? And so they also are learning as they are also giving. So we need to also understand that. However, I do feel that authority given to them by True Mother, that's a heavenly guidance, right? To be able to provide the Champomorron lectures, and they were able to give that to us. And this is their answers to the questions that you asked related to that. So there are 4 major categories that I'll be talking about. Questions related to Heavenly Parents' dream and despair, questions related to the essence of Jesus, and questions related to the coming of True Parents, which also includes some other questions about the role of Christianity, and some other questions as well that were not in any particular category. So I'll be, as I said, this first part will be mainly answering those questions. I hope they will fulfill, those who ask those questions, they will fulfill your role, your desire. For those who didn't ask questions, it could be a way of also recapping what was shared in the time of the Champomorron lectures during the Chonoguk Youth Assembly. So the first question that was posed and that they gave an answer to was this question: what does the tree of life coming together and becoming one mean? So our lecturer, which was Mr. Hunter, he said, I believe there was some misunderstanding or mistranslation regarding my explanation of the tree of life. Again, just to clarify, the tree of life is, as True Father says in his speeches on March 8th, 1987, and in September 11th, 1983, it's ultimately representative of an ideal man and an ideal woman. The tree of life represents a person who has achieved a heart of true love, that is, Heavenly Parents' desire and wish. The two trees of life in the book of Revelations, the two trees of life in the book of Revelations directly represent an ideal woman and an ideal man. So that was related to the question, what does the tree of life coming together and becoming one mean? Then the question, since human beings are created in God's image, does it mean that animals and plants are also created in God's image? And this is the answer. Yes, all of creation are created in the image of Heavenly Parent. However, one thing to note is that humanity was created as the object partner of joy and love for God. And all of creation is created as the object partners of joy and love for human beings. Humanity is the peak of creation, was blessed by God to have dominion over it. In regard to creation, reflecting God, as we observe from the level from animals to plants to microscopic entities, we can see that each level becomes more simple and less complex in form. But at each level of creation, fundamentally, they reflect Heavenly Parents' dual characteristics. Okay, so this was the answer that Mr. Hunter gave related to this question. Then related to the question regarding the new conception of original sin, what about the holy wine that removes original sin? So the question is about the holy wine. And this is what Mr. Hunter shared. First, the concept of original sin that we shared is not new, but has been what has been taught with the exposition of the divine principle and true parents' words for a long time. However, due to the language used in regard to blood, as in blood lineage, it is plausible to see why maybe there are misunderstandings in why people think original sin is in our literal blood instead of just the spiritual condition that Satan can accuse us by. Regardless, in regards to the holy wine, this is what true parents say about the meaning of holy wine in the book titled Blessing an Ideal Family. So based on that book, True Father actually shared this. What is inside the holy wine? It has an ingredient that symbolizes parents' love. Also, it has to have something in it that symbolizes blood. Accordingly, when you drink that, you become one body with parents' love and one body with parents' blood. The fact of drinking this means that one is being born spiritually and physically. If this ceremony did not exist, original sin could not be removed and the lineage could not be converted. Without converting the blood lineage, one cannot become one body with God's love by passing through the standard of perfection. The holy wine ceremony is the ceremony which indemnifies all of this. So this was given by our true father in the book, The Meaning of Receiving the Holy Wine, the book, The Blessing and Ideal Family, Part 1. So then he continues to say, in summary, when we can see that holy wine is symbolic of true parents' love and blood in terms of lineage, when fallen people have the holy wine and connect with true parents' love and blood, we are also cleansed and can take part in the process of being reborn in true parents' lineage, the heavenly lineage. So in relation to the question about the holy wine, this is what Mr. Hunter gave, and what was good, he also gave a reference of what True Father has shared related to the holy wine. Now, questions regarding the essence of Jesus. So you remember there was a sister Huajong. She gave the essence of Jesus, and there was a lot of content there, quite new content regarding also the role of Mary in understanding also the essence of Jesus, right? So this is some of the questions that were posed during the assembly related to that, which she answered, and I'll be reading. So the first question was, was Mary meant to stay single all her life after giving birth to Jesus without love or marriage? And this was the answer from Mrs. Hwajong. She said, Miss Hwajong, sorry. First, let's have clarity on some main concepts regarding providence. Because the ancestors of humanity, Adam and Eve, fell, Heavenly Parent had to create the only begotten Son and the only begotten daughter again, who are without original sin. When creating the only begotten Son and the only begotten daughter again, Heavenly Parent must create the only begotten Son first, just as Adam was created first. So Heavenly Parent first sent Jesus as the only begotten Son. We know that the essence of Jesus was to meet the only begotten daughter, become the true parents, and fulfill the dream of Heavenly Parent. Heavenly Parent did not send Jesus to this earth without preparation. Many people were prepared so that Jesus could meet the only begotten daughter from a prepared foundation. Some of the important figures prepared for Jesus were Mary, the family of Zechariah, and Joseph. Now, the question, was Mary meant to stay single all her life after giving birth to Jesus without love or marriage? This question asks whether Mary was supposed to live her whole life without love or marriage after giving birth to Jesus. To answer this question, we need to understand Mary's responsibility. What responsibility did Mary have in preparing the foundation for Jesus? She was meant to help Jesus meet the only begotten daughter. Mary needed to maintain her purity, not give birth to any other children besides Jesus, and focus on protecting Jesus. However, Mary had relations with Joseph, bore other children, and was not able to give Jesus the full protection and attention that he needed. To understand the responsibility that Mary originally should have fulfilled, we can look at the life of Hongsune, Demonim, True Mother's mother. Demonim is the biological mother of True Mother. As the mother of the only begotten daughter, Demonim dedicated her entire life to protecting the only begotten daughter. This was something Mary did not do. After giving birth to the True Mother, Demonim, after discussion with Debunim, True Mother's father, who respected her decision completely, lived separately from her husband and devoted her entire life to God and raising True Mother. She never met her husband again for the rest of her life. Mary should have focused on raising Jesus as the only begotten Son. In other words, Mary must have led a life of complete devotion to Heavenly Parent rather than on her personal love and marriage, just as Demonim did. So this was in relation to understanding Mary's role, especially after giving birth to Jesus. Now the question, how does True Mother's role as the only begotten daughter complete Jesus's mission? So Ms. Hwajong mentioned, we have previously spoken about the work of the Holy Spirit. Through the Trinity of Heavenly Parent, Jesus and the Holy Spirit, spiritual salvation was made possible for fallen humanity. However, we all know that spiritual salvation is not the complete fulfillment of the dream of Heavenly Parent. Originally, Jesus was not supposed to form a spiritual trinity with Heavenly Parent, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Instead, he was meant to form a substantial trinity with Heavenly Parent, Jesus, and the only begotten daughter. That was the essence and mission of Jesus. The question above asked was how the only begotten daughter, the True Mother, could complete Jesus's mission. Jesus's long-standing wish was to meet the only begotten daughter and become the true parents. It was not about becoming one with the spiritual Holy Spirit, but about meeting the substantial Holy Spirit and becoming the true parents. Jesus began the history of Christianity with the Holy Spirit solely to prepare for the time when he would meet the only begotten daughter, who was not born at his time. When the returning Jesus, who inherits Jesus's mission, meets the only begotten daughter, born within the foundation of Christianity, becomes the true parents and saves humanity, that will be the time when Jesus's mission is finally fulfilled. We must consider the only begotten daughter as the center of the providence after Jesus's ascension. After Jesus, the fulfillment of Heavenly Parents' dream revolves around the only begotten daughter. That is why the fulfillment of Jesus' dream also centers around the only begotten daughter. So in relation to the question about the role of True Mother as the only begotten daughter and how that completes Jesus' mission, this was the answer presented by Ms. Hwajong. Then related to the question, what relationship should we have with Christianity in the era of Cheonilguk? Ms. Hwajong answers, in the previous question, we learned that Christianity began with the work of the Holy Spirit. And we also learned that the essence of Jesus is to prepare for the meeting of the substantial Holy Spirit, the only begotten daughter. So what kind of relationship should we have with Christianity in this era of Cheonilguk? Until now, there has been much distance from us and Christianity. Christianity has called us a cult and spread numerous negative rumors. Perhaps some of us have believed that Christianity is not at the center of God's providence. However, Christianity is a religion meant to welcome the only begotten daughter. Until now, we have somehow fought against Christianity, but now is the time for us to tell them about their true mission. It is not about fighting with Christianity, but embracing them with love and guiding them towards True Mother. Christianity is not a failed religion because the only begotten daughter is still alive on earth. If Christianity accepts True Mother before she goes to the spiritual world, it will have fulfilled its mission. We must let Christianity know that the only begotten daughter has come. We must help Christianity realize their true mission. Now, in relation to the question, if Jesus is the only begotten Son, then who is True Father in relation to True Mother, the only begotten daughter? Until now, this is the answer that Ms. Hwajong gave. Until now, we have learned that Jesus came as the only begotten Son, and True Mother came as the only begotten daughter. So what about our True Father? True Father is not the only begotten Son. God creates only one only begotten Son and one only begotten daughter. True Father is the second coming of Jesus, who inherited Jesus' mission. Here we may begin to feel a bit confused. The idea that True Father is not the only begotten Son might seem to diminish his position. Perhaps some might think that Jesus and True Mother are on a higher level than True Father. However, what I want to share is that the positions of Jesus and True Father are different. Although True Father was not born as the only begotten Son, he ascended to the position of True Parent through the holy marriage. Therefore, the position of True Father is higher than that of the only begotten Son. Jesus not only received blessings from True Parents, but Jesus in the spiritual world must attend True Father. True Father and True Mother are eternally one, and they are the true parents who fulfill the position that even Jesus could not attain. The fact that True Father was not born as the only begotten Son is not so important. What matters is that True Father, together with the only begotten daughter, True Mother, completed the position of true parents. So those were the questions that were asked related to the essence of Jesus. So those were the answers, and I'll be touching on some of them as I also give my comments. So the third category was the questions regarding to the coming of true parents. So this was based on the lecture that Ms. Ling Yi, she shared, and related to the coming of true parents. There were two lectures, part 1 and part 2, and there were many questions coming from this. So please bear with me as I read the answer that she gave to some of those questions. The first question was, why do we always have to wait for the gospel coming from white people? Example, in the case of Korea. So meaning the fact that the chosen people are Korea, and the fact that perhaps we have to wait for only this coming from white people. So this was her answer. First off, Korean people and Jewish people are not white people. They are from an entirely different ethnicity. In Providence, both the Jewish people and Korean people are chosen people prepared by God to birth the only begotten Son. the only begotten daughter. As the chosen people, they had gone through a lot of suffering and difficulties. Despite that, they had a deep faith in God and also a culture that resembles our original nature. When we read True Mother's words, the Korean people never attacked any other country and had a culture that strived for peace. Furthermore, the ideals of loving your country, loving God, and loving people, as well as values of purity, Korean culture. These are just some aspects of how Korean culture resembles the heavenly culture that is just as how it is mentioned in our new motto given this year. Since blessed families are the chosen people, now we are given bountiful blessings, but also continent of Chonogo. For Africa to receive more blessings, it must do its responsibility. Now to the question, what is the definition of the only begotten Son, the only begotten daughter, and the returning Messiah? What is their relationship and their individual responsibilities? So this is the answer that Ms. Lingyi shared. Let's review. What is the definition of the only begotten Son and daughter of God? They are the direct son and daughter of God, and therefore inherit the direct lineage of God. Adam and Eve were created as the only begotten son and daughter of God originally, and through them all of their children were to be born in God's lineage. But because of the fall in the Garden of Eden, we can no longer call them the only begotten son and daughter of God. Because of the fall, all of humanity now inherits original sin, the condition in which Satan can accuse us of being his children. The providence of creating new ancestors is to create one man and one woman, the only begotten son and only begotten daughter. Jesus was born as the only begotten son 2,000 years ago, but the only begotten daughter could not be born at his time. However, Jesus, unlike Adam, did not fall, nor did he lose his position as the only begotten son. Therefore, God does not need to create or give birth to another only begotten son. True Father was not born as the only begotten son, but was chosen by heaven to inherit the mission of Jesus. True Father, after receiving the mission of Jesus, must complete his responsibility in order to qualify to become the returning Messiah. His mission was first to discover the deeper truth that Jesus could not reveal in his time. Secondly, he must inherit Christianity's foundation and establish a national foundation. Lastly, he must only focus on preparing to meet the only begotten daughter. By doing so, Satan will have no condition to claim True Father. As for True Mother, her responsibility was to grow and mature in pureness until the time for the holy wedding, the marriage supper of the Lamb. In 1960, through the holy wedding of True Father and True Mother, heaven's wish of the ideal of true parents was realized. Okay, now related to the question regarding the responsibility of the Messiah of the Second Advent, we learned that True Father was not in a position to choose his wife. What is True Father's responsibility then? This was the answer by Ms. Lingyi. Regarding True Father's mission to qualify as the returning Messiah, he must find the truth, prepare a foundation, and also find the only begotten daughter. However, the mission of finding the only begotten daughter was a mission that he must realize by himself. In other words, True Father must wait to only marry the only begotten daughter, and ideally not have a family before the holy wedding. Despite the complicated history before the holy wedding, True Mother, as the central pillar of God's providence, embraced everything with a heart to serve Heavenly Parent and determined to become the true parents. Question, why do we emphasize 3 generations of only daughters? Lingyi's answer, in order to send the only begotten son 2,000 years ago, God needed the condition of Mary's absolute faith. This condition is to indemnify the fall. By doing the reverse of what happened in the fall, after the birth of Jesus, God no longer needed to use this way to recreate the heavenly lineage. Therefore, for the birth of the only begotten daughter, God worked through a family of devout Christians with 3 generations of only daughters. Then it says, please refer to the diagram above. I'm sorry, I didn't put that diagram. Perhaps I'll put it in this document and it can be sent for you to look through that. Then question. The Han clan had an ancestor who donated his fortune to build a bridge, and because he did not use all the money, it was revealed that his lineage would receive the only begotten daughter. Since then, it was known that the only begotten daughter would come from that lineage. But when Demonim received a revelation that it could be a son or a daughter, does that contradict the previous revelation to the Han ancestor? And this was Ms. Lingi's answer. The legend of the Dale Gang is ultimately just a legend and story. In regards to the prediction of the birth of the only begotten daughter, Demonim's revelation is much more significant than the legend. The reason is because Demonim was called through her revelation by God directly to give birth to the only begotten daughter. After the revelation, she married Demonim, the father of True Mother, and eventually birthed True Mother. And this is the last major category, questions regarding the Christian mission. So there were some questions related to the Christianity's mission. And the first question was related to why, after the blessing, did true parents wait before proclaiming the Chonilguk? Originally, if Christianity accepted true parents from the beginning, Foundation Day and the proclamation of the Chonilguk era could have taken place. However, Christianity did not accept them. True Father had to go through the wilderness era from 1960 to 2013 to form the foundation to establish Chonilguk. Question. Did True Father contribute to the building of Chonil Sanctum and Chonwangun? The answer given by Ms. Lingi. Even though the Chonil Sanctum and Chonwangun's establishment is being led by True Mother physically, we must always remember that True Mother and True Father are one. So everywhere True Mother goes and whatever she does, True Father is together with her spiritually. So together they are completing Chonwangun. Question. What are the main challenges that Christians face preventing them from fully accepting True Mother as the only begotten daughter? This is the answer by Ms. Lingi. From our experience witnessing with the Champu Moran, Christians have difficulties because the word, the only begotten daughter, is not literally written in the Bible, and they do not fully understand the marriage supper of the Lamb. However, with True Mother's emphasis centering on Heavenly Parents' dream, the principles of creation centered on the concept of true parents, and also the essence of Jesus, the righteous people will eventually come to the importance of True Mother as the only begotten daughter. Question. The lecturer said, all sins can be forgiven, but the sin against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. Thus, those who oppose True Mother will not be forgiven. Can you explain this in more depth? And this was the answer by Ms. Lingi. The only way to return to Heavenly Parent is to inherit heaven's lineage through true parents. Currently, we are living in the last days where we live with true parents substantially. True Mother, who is in the position of true parents, can give us rebirth into the heavenly lineage. Therefore, if we oppose True Mother, we block our own path to return to Heavenly Parent. It is less about not being forgiven, but more about people losing their chance towards returning to heaven's lineage and to have both physical and spiritual salvation. And questions regarding the Champamoran. This was one question. During Hundoke reading today, we understood that True Mother was in Hawaii, and after proclaiming, sorry, I can't see that, and talked about compiling books for Chonilguk. Is the Champamoran an extension of the Chambu Mogyong? So the textbook Chambu Mogyong, there is a textbook Chambu Mogyong, and this is the answer that was given by Ms. Lingi. Champu Moran is not an extension of Chambu Mogyong. You can consider Chambal Moran as a supplemental content to the divine principle because it includes the truth about the only begotten daughter and the heavenly parent, the heavenly mother, and also a deeper understanding of the providence centered on true parents and heavenly parent. It also amends and supplements the contents of the divine principle to fit the Chonhyoguk era. Within the Chambal Moran, there are clearly some sensitive topics. For us to understand them, we must first think about True Mother's heart. With true love and the truth, True Mother established the status of true parents. They are one with Heavenly Parent in both the spirit world and physical world as absolute, unique, unchanging, and partners aligned with the eternal principles of creation. True Father and True Mother together fulfill the ideal of true parents. Other questions? Question, in a situation where I have tried different ways to feel closer to Heavenly Parent and true parents, but still feel distant, how can I overcome this? Ms. Lingi answered, let's have an example using our physical parents. We are close with our parents because we know who they are, and we have had a long relationship with them. Likewise, to become closer to Heavenly Parent and true parents, we need to know clearly who they are and cultivate a deeper relationship with them. That includes learning about true parents' life and understanding their words, and also having more experiences where we can resonate with true parents and Heavenly Parents' heart to feel a relationship of love with them. Resonance prayer in the Chonshim 1 is the best place to achieve that relationship emotionally and spiritually. And then lastly, what message should we offer to Christians given that they did not fail as shown in Jesus' words on the cross? It is finished. This is Ms. Lingi's answer. If Jesus truly completed everything that must be done on earth, there would be no reason for him to come again. Jesus said those words because he did everything he could, despite being rejected by the Israelites. He completed and finished what he could, but his original essence and mission was something deeper. That is why we must teach them properly about the essence of Jesus. Okay, so actually that marks the end of the Q&A session. That all the questions, actually they answered all the questions that were asked. As you can see, there were quite a lot. And you can see that they did their best to answer those questions. Maybe for some, this was an answer. Maybe for some, you got more questions from it. You never know, right? Because we are still growing and developing our understanding of the Chambal Moran. And therefore, I believe there should be time, more questions and discussion to be able to deepen our relationship. So what I want to conclude with, I know we went through that and it was quite long. I just want to conclude with also my comment in relation to our approach to studying the Chambal Moran. I think this is important. It is also from my perspective, in meaning I have also started to see how to approach, how to develop my understanding of Heavenly Parent and True Parents through what True Mother has given as the Chambal Moran. So I want to do that by also looking at what we have known as our whole life, especially those of you born in our movement, right? The divine principle, especially the exposition of the divine principle, has been the core of our teaching and also of our truth. And based on that, we bring up, you know, what is who we are as Family Federation members, right? So I want to just mention where the divine principle also comes from so that we have an understanding of that. Sometimes we just think, okay, this is what we know as the truth, this is what we have, but let's understand even the background of the divine principle. So the divine principle in Korean is actually called Wali Gangron, and Wali means principle or fundamental, and Gangron means exposition or sermon, explanation, explication, and so forth. So why I'm presenting this is because we, of course, are translating the Korean text to make our English or our French or Portuguese text, right? And what I think is important, even in my background in studying Korean, there's a lot more meaning sometimes to the Korean term that is not really explained in the translation because it's not so easy to explain it. So, for example, the divine principle in Korean is Wali Gangnon, and then, but in English, it's the exposition of the divine principle. But actually, if we were going to literally translate it, Wali is principle, right, or fundamental, and Gangnon is exposition or sermon or explanation. So meaning that to really understand Wali Gangnon or really understand divine principle, I think it's also important to understand the background of why even it's called Wali Gangnon in Korean. And why I'm saying this is because we hear Champumoron, right? And the same run and ron that is here in Wali Gangron, right? Gangron, sorry, is the same ron that we hear in Champumoron, right? The meaning. So I just want you to also recognize that as we look into understanding this. So the divine principle and the truth, the actual beginning of where the divine principle, the one that we've been reading, I believe, what all of us have been reading, is based on what we call the Wali Wonbon. The Wali Wonbon was the original text of the divine principle, and it was written by our true father in 1952. So this is the original text of the divine principle. And actually, when I was in Korea in the UPA, there were some texts that we had to read which came directly from the Wali Wonbon. Very complicated, but actually what I realized, it's also very different from what I'm reading in Wali in the exposition of the divine principle. Some, the way it was ordered, for instance, it's different. So this also I felt was quite interesting to read directly of our true father, the Wali Wonbon, which is the original text of the divine principle. And this is what now Reverend Hyo Won-yu, one of the first disciples of True Father, made into what the first text related to the divine principle was what was called the Wali Hesol, and it was the explanation of the divine principle. And this was done in 1957. And it was from that now that the Wali Gangron became now the divine principle, exposition of the divine principle book that we are reading today. Okay, so this is interesting. For me, when I saw this difference, this format of how the divine principle that we are reading today was also taken from the Wali Wonbon, the Wali Hesol, and eventually now what we read, I did see something quite interesting. First of all, even if we look at the dates for which it was written, we can see that in 1952, the first text that True Father wrote, which is what we base the divine principle on, was written in 1952 by our True Father. Then based on that, his disciple, Reverend Hyo Won-yu, made now an explanation, which now became more like refined it to become what we call the divine principle. All right, so this is something I want us to recognize, because one thing I learned from Reverend Huang, the director of the Chombo branch East, he always says that we should look at True Parents' words based on when it is written, not always just read and just think, okay, this is what is meant based on now, right? But when it was written, and understand the context of when it was written in order to understand even the purpose of those words and the meaning of those words. So when I look at it from that perspective, if I look at when True Father wrote Wali Wonbon, it was actually before he even met True Mother, right? It was even before he had the Holy Marriage Supper of the Lamb. So I think we can also come to see that it was a perspective that True Father needed, especially to Christianity, because at that time his main mission was also how to prepare the foundation of Christianity to welcome the only begotten daughter. So if you look at even how the Wali Wonbon is written, that is now presented in explanation, it is more towards that, the understanding of Christianity, and the fact that also Christianity, the fact that Christianity needed to start recognizing the true meaning of the Messiah, which was that he wasn't coming to just go the way of the cross, right? And that's how it was presented. So definitely we can come to see that True Father had the truth for which was needed to express at a certain time period related to especially how to bring the foundation of Christianity. And this was then taken by his disciple to now present what we read today. But what I want us to just reflect on is also, for me anyway, when I saw this, it made me realize also the difference of when True Father didn't also have the Holy Marriage Supper of the Lamb and after. If you look at even his words from before True Mother meeting True Mother and having the Holy Marriage Supper of the Lamb and his words after, you will see a difference, right? So it's something we need to take into consideration as we approach also Champu Moran. So the divine principle and the truth. Even the divine principle had shared in the divine principle itself. It says, the words proclaimed on these pages are only a portion of the truth. This volume is merely a compilation of what his disciples have hitherto heard and seen. We believe and hope that when the time is ripe, more profound portions of truth will be published. This was presented in the divine principle on page 12. And then it also mentions that the Bible, as was noted, is not the truth itself, but rather is a textbook teaching the truth. So the divine principle, as we come to see, is not the direct word of true parents. In fact, when we understand the divine principle, how I came to understand it is like it's the bone, right? When you look at a human being, we have a bone. But to know the human being, you need to know the flesh. You need to see the flesh. That's when you can see the human being, right? The real substantial human being, right? So how I understood the divine principle was it was the bone, but the flesh was actually our true parents' words. That's how then we can really structure, right, who that human being is, who we are as God's child. It was not just from the bones, the skeleton, it was from the flesh, which I came to see as true fathers and true parents' words. So this actually even before Champu Moran, this is how I understood even the divine principle. It's a portion of the truth, but even in the divine principle itself, it says there will be a time when wheat is more ripe, when we are more internally and spiritually aware, that more profound portions of truth will be published. So this is something also to take note of. So divine principle and the truth, we come to see that there are different developments of truth. If we go from the Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the divine principle, and now we are coming to understand what is Champu Moran, right? Champu Moran. This is something that True Mother is explaining is very needed. And as was answered in some of the questions, it's in a way a supplement to the divine principle. It in a way even comes to bring more understanding of what the divine principle started to teach, but did not fully complete. And I think if we even teach the divine principle, one thing we know, even in the textbook, it does not even proclaim who is true parents. It just says that the Messiah should come in this time and in this country. And obviously it's starting to give a concept to people what they should think. But it doesn't even proclaim who is true parents in the textbook itself, right? If we all study and have lectured the divine principle, we know that very clearly. So what really completes our understanding of the divine principle? What is it usually at the end of a 7-day lecture? What do we want to proclaim? What do we proclaim? We proclaim true parents. And even we go further into trying to give the life course of true parents. Why? Because it's part of understanding really the truth. It's the life course, the experience, and also the path of true parents and the words of true parents that now convey the real truth, because it's what all of history through thousands of years God has been trying to establish, to eventually establish his presence on earth, right? So a substantial body of the true parents are the substantial word in substance, right? Not only in the skeleton, not only in the flesh, but in full aspect, even in heart, right? Representing the heart of Heavenly Parent. So it's very, very interesting to also look at it from that perspective, because we come to see that we shouldn't step and stand on just a book when we have the substantial word in front of us, which is our true parents, which is physically in the moment now our true mother. So in Chonryalguk era, this is what True Mother said. In the Chonryalguk era, we have the Champu Moran. According to the principle of creation, God is the creator, our heavenly parent. Heavenly parent created all things in heaven, on earth, and in the divine image. From the mineral world to the plant world and the animal world, there is male and female. Finally, Heavenly Parent created a man and a woman who were to become our first ancestors. Uniquely, with human beings, God made it so that we would grow and achieve perfection through our own effort. This is the principle of creation. Is this clear to you? Thus, the Creator's desire and the desire of all people is to meet true parents. So in the era of Chonilguk, you should study Champamoran. Can you understand? So this was given by our True Mother on July 18th, 2024. And really, actually, it was from, I believe, this speech that even she was saying that the Heavenly Top Gun, UPA, should go and teach Champamoran, right? So what is Champamoran? Let's also look at it from looking at the Korean term and even the Chinese characters related to Champamoran. Sometimes, from my background in also studying Korean, they look at it really from this perspective, understanding each term, not just the word itself, but each meaning of the character is also allowing us to understand the true value of Champamoran. So sometimes, if we look at Champamoran, what is the value? What is it in terms of the characters? Cham is true. Bu is father. Mo is mother. And then Ron, either argument, discussion, theory, question of. Okay, so even now, according to the English translation of Champamoran, they're calling it the value and status of true parents. But it's not easy to really express what is it just by translating it in that way, right? But if we just look at it literally, it is true, father, mother, and then a discussion, theory, argument, question of. So kind of an understanding of, and also a discussion of, also a theory. But even that, it's not in English, it can't be completely just theory. Even that's why they don't want to call it the true parents theory or theology. Somehow they want to explain it differently because it's not exactly that, even when we say it in Korean. So it's something that I think is important to understand. But why I like this is because sometimes people say, oh, Champamoran is excluding, maybe it's just promoting True Mother. But if I even look at just the name itself, it is completely trying to include all aspects of who we are, centering on true parents. First, the true aspect, right? Centering on father, centering on mother, and then a theory or understanding based on that. That is Champamoran. In fact, Chambu, Bumo, right, is even parents. Bumonim, right, is parents. So it really is a very interesting name, but it's something also to look at it from that perspective. So what is Champamoran? Well, if I look at it from also how I've understood it, and the teachings that I've seen. First, it really tries to teach the essence of Heavenly Parent, understanding that Heavenly Parent is not just a father, but also a mother, and the meaning of who is Heavenly Parent in that format. It also teaches the essence of Jesus. Somehow, when we look at the divine principle, it only teaches that Jesus wasn't meant to die, and then there was the course that Jesus went that unfortunately led him to go the way of the cross. But actually, even it was trying to express the true value of Jesus as the only begotten Son. This is also quite interesting and also can connect a lot more to Christianity because that's how Christianity viewed Jesus also, right? And then it teaches about the value of the only begotten daughter. So meaning that basically there is a need, if there was an only begotten son, there is a need for an only begotten daughter. And the value of that is just as important as the value of the son. Right? Many times we've looked at history as that we need the Son, and it's only through the Son that we can then be saved. But actually, what we are coming to see through Champamoran is we need the Son as it was in Adam, and we need the daughter as it was in Eve, because that is the true representative of Heavenly Parent, not one, but two, coming together as one. So this is something also that I feel it is trying to convey, right? Of course, we're still learning about it. It teaches also about the essence of true parents. You know, I do feel that Champamoran also gives us an understanding of the complete true parents, not just a one-side aspect of the true father as the Messiah coming to save the world, but the fact that true parents are needed to save the world. True parents are needed to bring rebirth. And if we look at it, true parents' words, even true father's words directly, it does not contradict in any way, because that's exactly what he needed to do. If it wasn't for the marriage supper of the Lamb, there is no way true father would have been able to complete what he is able to complete now and has completed up until now, together now with true mother. So it's something we come to recognize more deeply because it expresses that the need of the only begotten daughter, the need of true parents, not just as one, but two, is something very important. It also shares on True Mother's recent words, which if we come to understand what True Mother is sharing, as we see even from the time after True Father's ascension, there are many things she started revealing. And in a way, we were even like surprised. Wow, True Mother, where did she get that? But why and on what basis is she revealing these truths? It's also based on how she completed that unity with Heavenly True Father after his ascension, and then completely uniting as one, as true parents in front of Heavenly Parent, in order to then proclaim many of these things. So you'll see as we progress how much more she proclaims because of the openness, I believe, of also us as children to being able to receive. And also it does bring up some questions and feelings, right, about certain things, sometimes especially when we think it contradicts something that we know before. And therefore, I do believe it does require deep prayer, because even what we know, what we understand, it's coming from who? It's coming from where? It's coming from Heavenly Parent. It should, right? So if we truly have also questions, our deep relationship or desire to learn centering on Heavenly Parent is very, very needed. And that's why I will share about the need for Chongsong as we also study Champamoran. Also something to note, it is not completely finished. Why? Because True Mother also is still giving new words. In fact, even though they made one part, the 7 lectures, they are just an introduction to what is Champamoran, not really the complete content of Champamoran, which is based on True Mother's words that she's revealing as she's still here with us. And depending on certain declarations, she's able to reveal more. So it's something is still complete. It's still coming to be complete. And also something True Mother thinks, and not thinks, but believes and says that we need to engage in. She says we are living in this era of Chonoguk, and the Champamoran should be the key to also guiding us in this era. And I think if you remember my lecture that I gave during the Chonoguk Assembly, I feel like there's a certain pathway we've had to come as part of restoration. But now we're completely changing direction because we're entering into the real world of God, of God's kingdom, the Chonoguk. It's different from the restoration path, which was just to get us out of a hole. It's now needing to start living, which is centering on the fact that we're living with Heavenly Parent. So it could be a different feeling or direction because of that. But why we say we should not hesitate to think that this is not the true direction if we come to also understand it centering on Heavenly Parent and what Heavenly Parent's dream, and to realize Heavenly Parent's dream of his kingdom, right? And it's also an opportunity to deepen our relationship with True Father and True Mother through understanding their essence and value. So of course, perhaps it feels like we're just talking on relation to, it's expressing, or even these days when you look at a lot of content, maybe it's expressing more about who is True Mother. But if you think about it, for the past thousands and thousands of years, this part of Heavenly Mother has never been presented. And what is interesting is we never questioned that. We never questioned that. Like, we kind of accepted that this was just normal. But that's why, for me, I think we should also not question now the fact that we're trying to give more content about True Mother, because in a way, it's providing an understanding of Heavenly Mother's side, which we all come to accept is something we need to know, is something we need to deepen our relationship with. It's something we need to understand. So I feel it even comes to deepen our relationship with True Father as we come to understand the true value of True Mother. So I won't go into too much detail now, but definitely we are entering into a new providence, and we need to have an understanding of that in terms of the fact that we're not living in the wilderness course anymore, but we're living in Chonyoguk, and we're moving towards the ideal, not in terms of restoration, but in terms of God's principle of original creation. So True Father and True Mother, if we come to recognize it, actually the whole purpose of True Father and True Mother is to become one, representing Heavenly Parent. This is actually the definition of even Chonyoguk, two becoming one. So at the moment, the concept of thinking of True Mother maybe as one with True Father is a little bit hard to understand, because we see two people, right? But if we come to recognize even Heavenly Parent and the fact that Heavenly Parent is a father and a mother, in fact, even that is not so easy. Even me, I still, even though I say Heavenly Parent, I still say he. I still say father sometimes, right? It's not so easy to say mother, because it's not in my culture. I haven't grown up like that. But I believe, I hope, as we develop in this Chonyoguk era, that it will be natural to see Heavenly Parent truly as a father and also as a mother, right? Basically, the oneness of Heavenly Parent as two becoming one. So this is how I also feel we need to live and understand. So our attitude in this time is we need to receive the word gratefully, not question it just for the sake of questioning, but really try to understand it with, okay, I'm here living in this time and true parents are giving me this word. How can I understand it? How can I deepen my relationship? Have a pure heart. Have a parent-child heartistic relationship with true parents, right? This is the life of attendance to true parents. Attendance is not something by, just by word. It's actually by practice. That's why True Mother said, actually the true attendance of Hyojong is not when the parents have passed, because that's just now a little bit more, in the air. But it's when the parents are alive. That's when we see true attendance. So this is the time to truly practice attendance to true parents, the substantial word, the substantial being represented, Heavenly Parent here on earth. Then we also have to recognize that we are leaving the wilderness era and we are coming into a culture of creating an environment of practicing true love. So it's an environment for growth, it's an environment for give and take, and it's not only to be followed by intellect, but also by heart. So how I want to approach Champu Moran, and I give as advice to all of you, is first of all, True Mother gives us new insights into the providence from her perspective. And she has a good reason to do that because she's representing the Heavenly Mother side. Finally, the Heavenly Mother side is coming to be shown. On the path of faith, also, we have to recognize that action is something that needs to happen before perhaps understanding. We need to practice somehow in order to then get a full understanding of what we are trying to understand, what we are being taught or what we are hearing. By practicing, also, we come to understand. We need to also realize that satisfying answers come through prayer. So from my perspective, deep chongsong and devotion is needed when it comes to trying to understand Champu Morong. We need to reflect on my role as a child of true parents, the fact that we are born of true parents, and therefore before we question one side or the other, how am I as a child of true parents? I'm here because of both true father and true mother, right? So how can I come to deepen my relationship centering on me as a child, a filial child represented here in front of true parents? And then true father and true mother are one, and together they represent Heavenly Parent. So this is what I feel we need to start to try and not just have in our intellect, but start to feel. It's not so easy, but it's needed. And it's something we have to keep practicing. And that's where I do want to stress. In order to truly understand Champu Moran, we need to also offer our devotion. We need to listen with the heart, right? Try to understand True Mother's situation. Try to understand True Mother's desire. And then practice that before even we question. And one thing also I feel, when you hear about True Mother, what she did after True Father's ascension, maybe some of us sometimes feel by talking about who she is, claiming herself as the only begotten daughter, that we are devaluing True Father. But this for me is, I cannot even think about that. Because if I look at what True Mother did after True Father's ascension, she gave her utmost Jongsong for 3 years, 1,095 days. So, when sometimes people question things, I tell them, I think before you question, why don't we also offer the same amount of devotion? Offer that 1,095 days to our True Father if you want to just see True Father, right? And let's see what comes out of that, right? Personally, that's my feeling. I think we can't judge really True Mother because what she has shown is utmost love that I don't think any of us can really say we have done to our True Father. This is my feeling. Anyway, this is my feeling. Of course, everyone can have their own, but it's something we really need to come to deepen our understanding of. So why I want to share this is our Chongsong is needed, our devotion is needed, our heart is needed to understand God. It's not just intellect. What is it? It's not just intellect. It's right. Heart, centering on heart, emotion, intellect, and will, right? Centering on heart. That's the key. Even in the divine principle, that's how it's mentioned. So that's why I think before anything, let's try and deepen our relationship in heart. And this is what we are moving on as towards centering on understanding who is true mother, who is true father, who is heavenly parent, and who am I in relation to them. So that's what I want to share. I hope it was able to convey also something. Of course, as I said, there are many questions possibly still. Don't worry. Please keep asking your questions, but not with a heart to deny, right? But with a heart to learn, with a heart to grow. And I believe we will have those answers because God is with us. So thank you. This is how I will be concluding.
Merci beaucoup, bonne sœur Mika. Merci beaucoup pour ce partage. C'était une très belle occasion. Vous nous avez beaucoup éclairé. Moi, j'ai eu des réponses à beaucoup de questions que je me posais. Donc, je suis vraiment reconnaissant et je suis sûr que toutes les personnes qui participent à ce Zoom sont aussi très reconnaissantes pour autant d'éclaircissements. Merci une fois de plus. Donc, sans plus tarder, nous allons très cordialement inviter le frère Pascal Beloncourt pour les annonces.
Euh, Bonjour tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien. Je suis content de vous retrouver, de nous retrouver en cette soirée de notre troisième convocation de la jeunesse. Donc, pour les annonces, j'aurai à présenter trois annonces. La première va concerner le concours de création de vidéos que nous avions lancé pendant la deuxième convocation, il y a maintenant plus d'1 mois. Ensuite, je vais aborder également le deuxième concours qui concerne le challenge Facebook que nous avons lancé aussi lors de la deuxième convocation. Et en troisième lieu, je vais ajouter une annonce supplémentaire. Donc, le premier concours, je vais présenter les résultats après les votes, après tout le processus pour désigner la vidéo qui a gagné la compétition. À titre de rappel, nous avions retenu 2 critères fondamentaux pour évaluer les vidéos. Il y avait l'aspect créatif et technique dans le montage de la vidéo en lui-même. Et le deuxième aspect, c'était le storytelling, c'est-à-dire de quelle manière est-ce que l'histoire qui est racontée dans la vidéo attire les gens vers notre mouvement de la vague d'opus, de quelle manière le message qui est passé dans la vidéo est vraiment pertinent par rapport à l'objectif qui était d'inviter, de mobiliser la jeunesse à rejoindre le mouvement de la vague d'opus. Donc, nous avons un certain nombre de membres du comité qui ont voté et nous avons compilé tous ces résultats pour pouvoir donc avoir le score final. Donc, je vais partager mon écran et vous montrer donc le résultat final que nous avons obtenu concernant cette compétition. Donc voilà, comme vous pouvez le voir, nous avons pu identifier un gagnant. Il s'appelle Alex Shin Alamo. C'est sa vidéo qui a eu le meilleur score. Comme vous pouvez le voir ici à côté, les 2 critères essentiels, comme j'ai dit, il y a l'aspect créatif dans le montage en lui-même. Voilà la note qu'il a pu obtenir. La note varie de 1 à 5. Donc, il a pu obtenir, en compilant les notes de tout le monde, 3,5. Au niveau de l'aspect storytelling, il a pu obtenir la note de 4,1. Et vous pouvez voir, il y a Christopher Kambunga qui suit. Et en troisième, il y a la vidéo de Hongil Mofo Djikler. Donc, félicitations à Alex Shin pour avoir gagné, n'est-ce pas, cette compétition. Et voilà, félicitations à lui. En deuxième lieu, nous avons également, comme je disais, le concours, le challenge Facebook, où nous devions également accomplir un certain nombre d'actions. Si vous vous souvenez, on devait faire des photos, inviter des amis à liker la page et beaucoup de choses. Donc là aussi, nous avons rassemblé les différentes informations qui ont été fournies afin d'identifier le gagnant. Donc, je vais aussi partager mon écran et nous allons tous découvrir ensemble le gagnant pour cette compétition. Voilà, c'est parti. Donc, comme vous pouvez le voir, là, nous avons Bok Jong Yves Constantin. Je pense qu'il est du Bénin. Donc, c'est lui qui a gagné. Félicitations à lui. Donc, là aussi, il y avait beaucoup de critères et il y avait différents points en fonction des différentes activités, des différentes actions à mener. Le selfie qu'il fallait envoyer, les amis qu'il fallait inviter, il y avait des points en fonction de chacune de ces actions. Donc, comme vous pouvez le voir, il va être vraiment impliqué et très motivé. Et voilà, le résultat, comme vous pouvez le voir, voilà, 225 points. Il a été suivi par Mio, Kwon Prince et Emmanuel Kius. Donc voilà les deux résultats pour les deux concours que nous avons eus. Et nous voulons annoncer un troisième concours qui concerne les différentes sous-régions. Alors, je vais expliquer très brièvement. Nous voulons lancer un concours de poèmes et l'objectif, c'est de mettre en compétition les différentes sous-régions que nous avons, sous-région ouest, est, nord, etc. Et chaque sous-région va soumettre un poème et la sous-région qui va gagner ce concours-là va présenter son poème à la vraie mère lorsque nous serons en Corée. Alors, comment ça va se passer? Nous allons d'abord donner à chaque sous-région une période de 7 jours. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes le samedi 15. Donc, le samedi prochain, le 22 mars, les poèmes de chacune des sous-régions seront prêts. Et là, nous allons maintenant les poster sur les différentes pages de Pure Water Wave. Et le poème qui aura le plus de likes sera donc retenu et ce sera ce poème-là qui sera présenté à la vraie mère en Corée lorsque nous serons dans le cadre du pèlerinage très bientôt en Corée. Donc, actuellement, la prochaine étape, nous allons la mener avec les directeurs sous-régionaux afin de coordonner la suite. Il y a un certain nombre de critères dans la rédaction du poème et tout ça. Nous allons leur faire parvenir cela. Et après avoir travaillé sur cela avec leur équipe et tout, chaque sous-région va nous revenir le samedi prochain avec son poème. Nous allons poster ces différents poèmes sur les réseaux sociaux et en fonction du poème qui aura le plus de réactions, le plus de likes, ce poème-là sera retenu et ce sera ce poème-là qui sera présenté à notre vraie mère le mois prochain lorsque nous serons en Corée. Donc, actuellement, nous n'avons rien à faire en tant que la communauté. Nous allons attendre samedi prochain et dès que les poèmes seront rendus publics, nous allons sauter sur les différentes pages et manifester notre engouement, n'est-ce pas, pour donner plus de visibilité et de portée à cette initiative que nous sommes en train de mener. Donc, voilà les trois annonces que j'avais prévues. Félicitations encore à Bok Chong-Yves et à Chine pour avoir gagné les différents concours. Et nous espérons vraiment que samedi prochain, nous allons faire bouger les différentes pages sur les réseaux sociaux et voilà, que le meilleur gagne, n'est-ce pas? Donc, merci beaucoup. MC, je vous retourne le micro. Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Pascal Belancourt, pour ces annonces magnifiques. Félicitations une fois de plus à Chine et à Bok Chong pour leur participation très active. Cela nous fait vraiment plaisir de voir ces résultats. Le concours est lancé. Donc, nous allons tous nous préparer pour pouvoir réellement répondre à l'appel de la vraie mère. Un poème qui va faire bouger le ciel. Merci beaucoup. Donc, sans plus tarder, je vais inviter notre envoyé spécial, Godson Oguri, pour d'autres annonces aussi très intéressantes.
Okay, thank you very much, MC. Thank you for inviting me once again. Good evening, everybody. I saw on the chat, Mary put there, what about the choreography contest? So relax, Mary, that's why I'm here. I'm here for you. If you are curious to know about, how that went, Mary, don't worry, just calm down. I'm here for you. I came especially for you. So don't be apprehensive. We cannot forget you. Well, of course, I don't know how the result would have gone based on what you did, but definitely, Mary, calm down. I got you. I got you. So, yeah, basically, as I said, I'm here to talk about that. Let me just share my screen, try to be as quick as I can, because we have spent a lot of time already. And let me share my screen to give us the information that we have been waiting for. I'm sure those of us that participated in the contest, all you want to know is, did I win? That's basically all you want to know, and that's fine, it's okay. But then, of course, if you didn't win, it's okay also, Don't let us take things too personal. In Africa, we always take these things too personal sometimes. Sometimes we want to even fight if we didn't win. So we Africans, we need to sometimes learn how to calm down a bit and just accept times that we didn't win and be happy for the other people that won. You know, let's try to imbibe such attitude. Let's just be happy for everyone in case we're not the ones who won. But if we won, congrats to you. If you're the one who probably won the contest, congrats. So as you can see on the screen, choreography making contest of Sinach's I Know Who I Am was the challenge that we were given. And the guidelines basically was make a dance choreography for Sinach's I Know Who I Am song. Second point, make your dance move simple enough for everyone to learn. Third point, choice of the winner will be done by the members of the Africa Pivotal Wave Committee. Fourth point, prizes to be won. First prize is 100 USD, second prize 50 USD, and third prize is 30 USD. And the deadline for that was the 1st of February. Forgive us that we didn't make a presentation about that earlier on. We were engaged with a lot, but nevertheless, that is why I am here. So, okay, before I go to that, we had a total number of 7 contestants, if I should call them contestants or participants in this challenge. We had 7 of them, and that's what I am about to present to you. So that at least, even though we are just going to be giving prizes to first, second, and third, we would still like to recognize all those who participated. And so first we have Ms. Effort Ojubeli from Nigeria. She submitted an entry for the I Know Who I Am choreography making contest. She submitted her choreography. Next, we have Jacques and Jihe from Benin Republic. They also submitted their entry. Third, we have Inson, Natasha, Neobit, and Lamo from Sao Tome and Principe. They submitted their entry. Fourth, we have Queenie Shaloma Chinbobe from Cameroon. They also submitted their entry. Fifth, we have Hyunjong and Juchan Ali from Burkina Faso. They submitted their entry. Sixth, we have Gibbs Banda and Friends from Zambia. They submitted their entry. And finally, we have Lee and Imelda from Heavenly Top Gun, Western Subregion. They submitted their entry. So these wonderful brothers and sisters took out their time, time from their busy schedules, and they did their best to create the dance contest. And if you remember correctly, the objective of this dance contest, apart from the fact that it is a way to create momentum for the Africa Pure Water Wave, one of the goals of this dance contest was for us to make a choreography that the 210 youth who will be going to Korea to meet True Mother will dance and perform in front of True Mother. So that means that these people here, whoever emerges as the winner, will the winner's dance will be learned by all 210 members of those going to Korea. And when they arrive in Korea and eventually meet True Mother, they will be performing that dance in front of True Mother. So you can see that the winner of this contest really, I think he or she or they have like a big responsibility. At the same time, it's a big honor on their parts if they won. And but then I would like to mention that in the end, what eventually happened in the end was that we picked out of the 7 contestants here, we picked out the best 3, and from the best 3, we combined their dance steps together. Of course, the proportion at which we did the combination was different. There was an overall best, and at the same time, we had the second position and third position, depending on how much dance steps we took from the top 3. So it was the dance steps in the end was a combination of the best 3. But at the same time, we still give a ranking to the best 3 to the best 3 as who will be first, second, and third. So right now we are going to what we have been waiting for. Among these 7, who were the best 3? So, yeah, you can choose to do your drum roll wherever you are, probably if you were a contestant. Okay, and so the third position basically is Gift Banda and friends from Zambia. They occupied the third position. So you may give them a round of applause to encourage them. They got the third position. And next, who emerged as the second position in this challenge? You can give drum roll. And then we have here Inson, Natasha, Milbiz, Alamo. Let's give them a round of applause. A round of applause to them. And finally, who emerges as the winner of this challenge? Who emerges as the winner? Drum roll wherever you are. And the winning team or the winning challenger goes to, yes, Queenie Shaloma Ching Bobe from Cameroon. A big round of applause to those wonderful sisters. So these 3 were the top 3 from the 7 who participated. But funny enough, like I said, even though we say that Queenie Shaloma their team was the winning team, a little bit of what Gift Banda's team did and Inson Natasha's team did were also infused in the final production of the dance. I will be displaying that to you very soon. You are going to see, I won't display the whole thing because the song is quite long, but I'll show you a little bit of the final video that was made. So next, before I show that video, there's still some more information that would come our way. There is a new challenge. Just like Brother Pascal mentioned that there is a poetry challenge on his side. On my side also, there is another new challenge, and this is the final challenge. After this challenge, no more challenge until God knows when. So new challenge, what could that new challenge be? Okay, now moving on. The new challenge now is I Know Who I Am Dance Challenge. Yay! What does that mean? That means that some people have created a dance for us to dance. So that means we need people to dance it now. That's the meaning. So since some people took their time to create something beautiful, so that dance that they created, that choreography that they created needs to be utilized. And so we need to utilize it. And remember that I mentioned that the 210 youth will be presenting that dance in front of True Mother, but it doesn't have to be only the 210 youth. We all are represented by the 210 youth, but we also need to participate, even though we may not be going to Korea per se. So what do we have to do? How do we participate in this dance challenge? That's what I'm about to talk about. Now, as you can see on the screen, first and foremost, the first thing you need to do is learn the dance choreography of Sinachi's I Know Who I Am. That is the dance choreography made by those 3 wonderful groups, which I will be displaying to you after this presentation. So when you learn that, then make a video of yourself dancing the choreography. You can dance as an individual or as a group. Now you may ask the question, okay, how can we get that video so that we can learn? The videos, first of all, will be posted on our social media platform, our Facebook platform, and our WhatsApp platform. So what you need to do is go to Africa Pure Water Wave on Facebook, and you will see the dance choreography tutorial video there. That is one medium. Second medium, if you are unable to go to Facebook, we will also be sharing the video through our sub-regional youth leaders. So if you are from sub-region North, please contact your sub-regional youth leader from sub-region North. If you are from sub-region South, contact your sub-regional youth leader in the Southern sub-region to give you access to the video when it is sent. So these are the 2 channels to which we are going to be sharing the tutorial video. Third point, After you have made a video of yourself dancing the choreography, the third point is post your video on Facebook. Post your video on Facebook. So when you post your video on Facebook, you must do some things. First of all, you must tag Africa Pure Water Wave. Like I said, we have an Africa Pure Water Wave Facebook page. So if you have not followed Africa Pure Water Wave Facebook page, please go and follow the page. First of all, you need to first of all follow and like the page. So when you post your video, you need to tag Africa Pure Water Wave on Facebook. After doing that, when you are putting your words on the post, you need to use 3 hashtags. First hashtag is Africa Pure Water Wave. Africa Pure Water Wave is the first hashtag. Second hashtag is Chon One Goon. Chon One Goon is the second hashtag. And third hashtag is I Know Who I Am Dance Challenge. So those are the 3 hashtags you need to put on your post. If you don't put those hashtags, I'm sorry, you may not be able to be declared as the winner. Also, if you don't tag Africa Pure Water Wave, I'm sorry, it may be difficult for us to declare you as the winner. After that, after putting all these hashtags and tagging Africa Pure Water Wave, what do you do next? Share your video as far and as wide as possible. Share it. Why? Why do you need to share your video as far and as wide as possible? It is because the video with the highest number of likes or reactions will be declared the winner. Please look at the way I put it. The video with the highest number of likes or reactions. You know, what do you mean by like? When somebody puts that blue thumbs up, that's like. Or when somebody put that red heart, that is a reaction, a heart reaction. Or when somebody put that face that looks like it's laughing, that's a laughter reaction. So that is what I mean. So the video that has the highest number of likes and reactions will be declared the winner. So if you are sharing your video, if you are sending to people individually, please tell them, please like my video. If you don't like my video, I cannot win. So please like my video. You have to tell them that. Don't let them just watch the video and pass. They need to like your video or love your video or care about your video or laugh at the video. I don't know, whatever the case may be. So they need to react to your video. So now, channel to proclaim the winner. The channel that we are going to be using to proclaim the winner will be our Africa Pure Water Wave WhatsApp and Facebook pages. And the deadline is on 1st of April. 1st of April is the deadline for this challenge. What does that mean? That means that on 1st of April, we are going to declare the winner. So that means before 1st of April, you already need to start uploading your videos. Don't wait till 1st of April. Before 1st of April, start uploading your videos. As you are ready, just upload, keep uploading. The dance doesn't have to be so perfect. The dance doesn't have to be so strict, if I should put it that way. Just make sure you do something that you enjoy. Of course, try as much as possible to do something good. Have fun and share your video so that your video can have enough reactions or likes. Now, what is the prize? The prize basically is that the winning team or the individual with the most likes gets an Africa Pure Water Wave t-shirt. So normally the 210 youth who would be going to Korea would be the ones who would get the Africa Pure Water Wave t-shirt. Even though, of course, I know some people already made theirs, but in case you're not among the 210 and you win, you get free Africa Pure Water Wave t-shirt. That's the prize for this challenge. So basically, that is that about the dance challenge. Okay, so yeah, let me stop the sharing, and I am going to now just play the video of the choreography so that we see a little bit how it looks like. It's not too difficult. It's quite easy to learn. I believe, because sometimes when I say something is easy, it may not be easy for everyone. So let me share the video so that we can see and prepare ourselves to learn. So these are those wonderful sisters, Victoria Shalome from Cameroon. This is their video, which was also combined with the other two teams.
Chosen generation, we've been called for to show His excellence. Hey, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation, we've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, for I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm working in power, I'm working miracles, I live a life of favor. I know who I am. I'm working in power, I'm working miracles, I live a life of favor, for I know who I
am. Okay, so that basically was just a very small snippet of the dance choreography. Like I said, we are going to be sharing the full video on Africa Pure Water Waves Facebook page, as well as Africa Pure Water Wave WhatsApp channel. So please be on the lookout. If you have not followed Africa Pure Water Wave on Facebook, please go and follow. If you have not followed or liked our channel on WhatsApp, please go and like the channel so that you can have access to the dance choreography. And so if you learn the dance, make your own video, put it on Facebook, tag Africa Pure Water Wave, and tag Africa Pure Water Wave, use the 3 hashtags, and then you're good to go to be part of the contest. And I would like to also emphasize that the 210 youth who will be going to Korea, it is compulsory for all of you to learn that choreography, because we are going to be presenting that choreography in front of True Mother. So even if other people may not want to learn it, 210 youth, if you are here, please, you must learn that dance so that you can dance in front of our True Mother. Thank you very much, everybody, and thanks for listening. MC, over to you.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup, grand frère Godson. Merci à notre envoyé spécial. C'était des annonces magnifiques. Carrément, nous sommes vraiment gâtés ce soir. Il y a plein de concours qui sont annoncés. Donc, c'est une opportunité pour nous de nous ouvrir, d'exprimer réellement nos différents talents. Donc, nous sommes très reconnaissants pour cela. Merci beaucoup. Donc, sans plus tarder, nous allons inviter notre très chère grande sœur, la vice-présidente Mika Amanamo, pour pouvoir nous donner les mots de clôture.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes, anyway, I'm excited also by all of our challenge that we have with the dance and also the poetry, and also congratulations to the winners. And if you weren't a winner, congratulations to all of you who participated. I felt actually we should share, we will be sharing actually all the videos that were made by the video editing. A lot of work was done into that. In fact, it was not easy to choose actually the best, but we'll be presenting it on the YouTube channel, so still people can see the efforts of everyone involved in doing their video editing for the Africa Pure Water Wave introduction video, or promotion video. So just to let you know, we recognize you And we want to really thank you for your efforts. And you can really see a lot of effort and talent is within our region. And I'm so grateful. In fact, this is just a small amount. I'm sure there's more. So those of you who maybe felt you missed out this time, don't worry. We will continue to always host this kind of platform so that we can share our talent, use our skills to also share our offering. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated in the video editing, also the dance contest, and also the social media. And now we have some more, so please continue, especially the dance challenge. If you remember, for those of you who did Africa Youth Assembly, I think in quite a few, 2 years ago now, we actually did a dance challenge to Mama Africa, the song Mama Africa, do you remember? So that time also there was a lot of interest because of that dance. And we want to have the same momentum now with the Africa Pure Water Way. And what's amazing is that the dance that we're deciding to use as our theme song, interestingly, even before we knew, right, about a very special guest that will be joining us in Chonwangung, is that Shinash, who is the singer of I Know Who I Am, will be the one. She's also going to be coming to Korea to perform. So I always think, imagine she's singing and then we're the ones performing and our videos become viral because of that. So think about that, right? It's a chance for Africa Pure Water Wave to be known even beyond just our small little group here. It's something we want to make really the wave, not just a ripple, not just a small small thing, but a wave, the wave, the big one that can really bring Africa to a new beginning. So this is what we want to do through this. So your participation, your heart, your connection to it, let's really join together and have fun, right? Every time I hear that song, actually, I always want to dance anyway. So it's not easy. It's not hard to not dance to that song, right? So let's really connect to that. And just want to say thank you for joining. I know it was long, but I believe there was a lot to share. This is the last convocation before the events, meaning the next time we meet will be for the Chonwangung entrance ceremony, right? This will be the 13th of April next month. So we have actually just a bit less than a month before then, and that will be our convocation, right? Don't think, oh, I don't have the convocation. That's our convocation. That's actually the biggest convocation that we need to gather in front of Heavenly Parent to welcome Heavenly Parent home. Some of us representatives will be in Korea, some will be here, but don't think that we are not together, because we're going to be united, all of us connected to the preparation and also to the entrance ceremony. We'll be connected. That will be our gathering. So that will be what we'll be coming together for next month. And then I believe we'll come back and also celebrate the victory together with another convocation time to be confirmed. But thank you. Let us continue. And really, we're truly grateful. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup à notre grande sœur. Nous recevons ces remarques sur les choses ovations. Voilà, donc nous sommes en train d'arriver petit à petit vers la fin de cette très grande convocation. Donc, toutes les remarques qui ont été données, tous les conseils qui ont été donnés par nos très chers aînés, nous devons les prendre réellement à cœur, histoire de pouvoir réellement nous préparer pour l'entrée dans le Chonwangun. Donc voilà, Africa Pure Water Wave, la grande vague qui va purifier l'Afrique. Merci une fois de plus. Nous allons nous mettre dans les dispositions idéales afin de pouvoir réellement tous ensemble prier à l'unisson. Donc, mettons-nous dans les dispositions idéales et prions tous ensemble à haute voix. Prière à l'unisson. Sheikh Jack Aboje Omone. Merci beaucoup. Merci. À présent, nous allons nous mettre dans les conditions idéales afin de pouvoir offrir les salutations de fin aux parents célestes et aux vrais parents. Donc, mettez-vous dans les conditions idéales. Pour ceux qui peuvent se lever, levez-vous. Ceux qui sont devant les caméras et qui voient qu'ils ne peuvent pas se lever, mettez-vous dans les dispositions intérieures idéales. Merci à la technique. Anu pumonimgwa chonjin champumonimke kyombe. Baro. Merci beaucoup. Donc, avant de nous séparer, nous allons, avec l'aide de la technique, prendre des photos de famille. Donc, c'est le moment pour nous d'ouvrir toutes nos caméras. Donc, ouvrons toutes nos caméras, manifestons nos plus beaux sourires. Voilà, nous sommes en famille, des personnes qui sont partout. Là, je vois Matadi, le Nigeria, partout. Sao Tomé. Donc, nous sommes tous une famille. Souriez à vos frères et sœurs. Que la technique puisse nous aider à prendre vraiment de très belles photos pour enregistrer ce magnifique moment. La dernière convocation avant l'entrée dans le sanctuaire du Tchongoul. Donc, nous allons commencer par les petits cœurs. La grande sœur Mika Malama a pris les devants. Donc, le petit cœur, nous allons commencer par les petits cœurs avec les plus beaux sourires. Donc, souriant. Voilà, la technique. Nous allons passer à présent au cœur moyen. Comme ça. Donc, selon le cœur moyen, de très beaux et jolis cœurs moyens. Voilà, je vois de très beaux sourires un peu partout là dans le room. Merci beaucoup pour ce partage émotionnel. Je suppose que la technique a été déjà assez dynamique pour nous aider à enregistrer cette image. Merci beaucoup. Donc là, je vais vous souhaiter de tout mon cœur. Déjà, je suis vraiment heureux d'avoir partagé ce moment-là avec vous.